Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode, after completing another patrol of Michelin Wonderland with Lloyd and Ellie all dressed up, we headed to Speaker Hartmann's mansion to infiltrate the Schwarze auction, starting by talking to the guests as we found Wazi in a sticky situation, as well as Lecter, Kilika, and Imelda in attendance, as we get the lay of the land.
You really bailed me out of a nasty situation when you did me that favor. Thanks to you, those accursed journalists were able to get their story. Ever since then, everything has been quiet. Ah, that's good news. Well, so long as I stand at the helm of the diet, it's only a matter of course that I lend you a hand. Besides, it goes without saying that I'll need everyone's support in the coming years. Ah, always knew you were a sharp one, Speaker Hartmann. Ladies and gentlemen, the auction will be starting shortly, and with that, our friends will become our rivals. Let us take this time to deepen our bonds with friends and partners until it's time. Tonight, we intend to present to you fine men and women some extraordinary goods. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in winning what you desire. Speaker Hartmann of the Imperial faction, and Ravashenko's Don Marconi. I'd like to speak with them to gauge what kind of people they are, but I think it would be best to step away for now. I have high expectations for the both of you. Don't make any mistakes tonight. I don't want those police dogs to have a single excuse to come sniffing around here, understand? Ah, have some faith. Don't worry, we're always careful in our endeavors. I plan to win a marvelous jewel in tonight's auction and go to this year's after party a new woman. I'm expecting to see items just as stunning as the beautiful ring I won during last year's auction, which she can't stop speaking about. Boss and Speaker Hartmann seem like they're in a good mood. With luck, they'll stay that way. What is it? Pardon me if I seem on edge. We're simply being as vigilant as possible to ensure the safety of our guests. Oh, okay. We actually have more to check out, too. Ah, this is the other way around to the fishing place. Which isn't a fishing place, but if you know what I mean, now he's broken me. So that I do believe it actually is a fishing place. I mean, he fished there, and he caught stuff. That does make it a fishing place. I'm not in much of a mood for the buffet. Meals truly taste best when you have maids serve them to you. Anything less can't measure up, sure. Do you need to be hand fed too or something? I managed to get an invitation from an acquaintance of mine, though I'm not sure if I belong in this kind of environment. I think I'm just going to wait here until the auction starts. Gotta wonder how many people are attending here. Based on the thought of status. Not knowing what really is going on. Just that it's a upper class soiree, so they've just showed up. Rumor has it that the highlight of tonight's auction will be the most exquisitely crafted doll. When I hear that, I can only assume it is the work of the Rosenberg studio. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. Rosenberg dolls are absolutely marvels of craftsmanship. Their intricate level of detail, you could swear they are alive. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. Hartmann adores dolls more than almost anything in the world. First, I found his fascination with them a bit childish, but since then, I've come to truly appreciate their beauty. They have a charm to them that just pulls you right in. I don't mind that my husband plays with dolls. He's interested in the collectible versions, right? Excuse me, sir. This is the owner's personal room. You mean Speaker Hartmann's? Quite so, sir. Unfortunately, Mr. Hartmann is currently absent. He will soon be at the salon, which will be on the left-hand side of the first floor. Ah, right, I saw him not too long ago. If you'll excuse us. So I think we've been everywhere now. Our amiibos dolls. I guess. Would you classify a doll as something that is posable? Movable? What would be the correct way to put it? I think we've been everywhere. Okay, so I've either not talked to absolutely everyone and therefore not triggered whatever's going on here, or I haven't been somewhere. The question is where I haven't been. I obviously haven't fished. Pretty sure I've talked to everyone down here. Maybe I was supposed to collide with Speaker Hartmann et al. A little bit more. Maybe I'm just supposed to walk through the main entrance now. Do you need something else, esteemed guest? Ah, no, sorry about that. What's that voice? The exhibits are under lock and key until the auction opens. Wait to see them in the auction, please. Maybe I'm going through the main entrance then. I thought I'd been everywhere. Nope, we're allowed to check this place out. Why are they telling me to wait then? Hey, what are you doing up there? Apparently, this is where the actual auction is being held, but this place is so over the top. Is that really an indoor waterfall? I haven't seen anything this lavish in my entire life. Well, let's just head somewhere else for now. Still want to see for myself the kinds of people invited to an underground event such as this. How do I get to the lectern? The master's pet cat, Elizabeth, seems to have wandered off somewhere. Oh dear, I'm worried that she'll cause trouble for the rest of the guests. Yeah, sure. Have you seen a black cat? Oh, Elizabeth, where are you hiding? Is this a quest? There's still a little time until the auction begins, dear guests. The main hall is still being prepared, so we would appreciate it if you could wait a bit longer. I'm very sorry. Due to the auction preparations, we would ask you to refrain from getting on stage. This is where the lots, the items up for auction, are going to be presented, so we have to take many precautions to guarantee their safety. There's still a little time left. Okay, why don't you pass the time with a few drinks in the salon? We're on duty, sir. Noir, it took a lot of time to catch your dinner, yeah? You better scarf this down and give me some thanks. You're calling it... Okay. Guys, look here. She's munching on that thing like there's no tomorrow. Ah, hopefully she won't get sick from eating that. I've never seen that species before, but oh well. That poor cat. Come on, Noir. There's still a lot of room left in you. Yeah. Well, Noir the cat seems to be okay. Got fed the fish that we saw getting fished up. That's so bizarre. Well, again, he marches to the beat of his own drum, doesn't he? I'm still not done. What if I leave? Took a lot of effort to sneak in here, so we shouldn't waste it. Let's check out the mansion a bit more before the auction starts. Okay. Where to go? Feel like we've been everywhere. I assure you we're happy to discuss matters unrelated to the auction later. We hope and pray that you will enjoy a long and pleasant night with us. Yes, that's right. The enjoyment of our guests is the true objective of the Schwarze auction. They might recognize us, so let's back off for now. I think I've talked to everyone. Several times. Ah, damn that clever Marconi. It's infuriating how smug he is. All because he's managed to become Speaker Hartmann's lapdog. Be smarter, though. He'll be extra cautious to avoid any flubs. Maybe I didn't speak to that guy. What am I doing? This is so bizarre. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. Obviously, I have to do something. There must be places I'm supposed to visit after visiting places. Talking to people after I've talked to people. This is the personal room of the mansion's owner, the wonderful Honorable Speaker Hartmann. If you're looking for him, I believe he's a greeting guest in the salon, which is in the left-hand side of the first floor. If you have any business with him, please find him there. I've done that. I'm going back to Wazi. He said he'd join me. Oh! What? I wasn't expecting this. I'm sure they tried to pull something stupid by now. Nothing out of the ordinary so far, boss. Besides, I doubt even Hayaway could pull off something big enough to ruin Speaker Hartmann's rep. Don't underestimate him, dumbass. Forget Yin. Those stories of this Chow guys even got Hayaway's old guard on edge. If they catch you with your guard down, you're as good as dead. Sorry, boss. Anyway, something just feels off with this year's auction. I have a feeling that someone besides Hayaway is messing with us. That's what my gut says, at least. Really? Is that your Jaeger instincts talking? Sure, something like that. Yeah, or maybe I'm just getting old. I'd love if everything went off without a hitch, but I just can't shake this feeling. It's the same feeling I used to get before going out on a hunt. Uh-oh. Turn around. Turn around. He's Garcia Rossi. My apologies. My name is Garcia Rossi. I'm in charge of tonight's security detail. As a part of that, I make sure to patrol this area every so often. Please forgive me for any inconvenience that may cause. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I can see you're all doing a great job. If we keep talking to him, he's bound to... I can't shake the feeling that we've met somewhere before, sir. Huh? I think it might be just your imagination. I doubt I'd forget meeting such a mountain of a man as yourself. Aha, you may be right. Still, just be safe. Do you mind telling me your name? Sure, I don't see why not. Guy Bannings. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Rossi. Guy? Something about that rings a bell. Crap, did I screw up? What should we do? Sorry I'm late. Huh? Belle? Good evening, Guy. Fancy meeting you in a place like this. Yeah, you too. Yes, quite unexpected. And who might you be, madame? I'm Mariabelle Croix. A pleasure to meet you. Croix is in the IBC. You have my sincerest apologies, Miss Croix. I was told you'd be attending. I take it you finally decided to accept our invitation this year. I thought it would paint me in a bad light if I kept on refusing your kind offers. Also, these two guests are dear friends of mine. Is there some sort of problem here? Oh, of course not. Allow me the privilege of welcoming you to the Schwarze auction one more time. Would you like me to show you to where Speaker Hartmann is? I will pay our beloved speaker a visit later. In the meantime, could you have a room prepared for me? I've been in a business meeting a good portion of the day and would love to get a bit of rest. Very well. You heard her, Miss Croix would like a room prepared. You better watch yourself and treat her with the utmost respect, all right? Yes, sir. Please, Miss Croix, allow me to show you to your room. So that's what's going on. Quite the bold move, guys. Yeah, well, I can see how it might seem like we're doing this for our own self-satisfaction. Don't get me wrong, I like your idea. If you weren't as determined as you are, there's no way I would allow you to be one of Ellie's co-workers. Belle, please stop. What are you doing here anyway? What you said earlier sounded like this is your first time attending. Well, you see, I receive invitations from Speaker Hartmann every year, practically begging me to come. But as I'm sure you know, he's a man who has connections with some especially unsavory individuals. My father is never short of excuses every year to avoid attending. But it was always more difficult for me to dodge the invite, and so I was finally forced to give in this year. I see. That does make sense. It does? Why is that? I've mentioned it before, but Belle handles some of the IBC's work for her father. Actually, she's the one responsible for all of Michelin's current development projects. Really? You say that, but I only manage the hotel and theme park. That's the reason why I couldn't decline yet another invitation from Speaker Hartmann, given that he's lived here for so long. And so I decided that I would attend this year's Schwarze auction. So that's why. What is it, Ellie? You want to say something, right? Your face gives it away. Yes, well, Belle, I know you, and you wouldn't participate in something unless you were at least a little bit interested in it. I'm not sure if I buy that you came here just because of a social obligation. You have some ulterior motive, don't you? Sharp as always, Ellie. It's true. I've heard rumors that there will be something particularly interesting up for auction this year. My interest was piqued, so I decided it was time I finally attended. So then, what is it? An antique doll crafted during the early days of the Rosenberg studio. Among doll connoisseurs such as myself, those particular dolls are considered the ultimate rarity and sell for an exceptionally high price. An antique doll from that famous studio. I presume there's quite a history behind it for it to have ended up here. I don't know if it was stolen or some rich man had to part with it for some reason, but what I do know is that rumors say it's an absolute masterpiece. As a collector, I can't let this chance pass me by, can I? It's true. I've been a fan of those dolls for as long as I can remember. Out of curiosity, how much does one of these dolls usually go for? Let me think. The studio's earlier works were much bigger than their ones now, and they rarely show up on the market anymore. But given the fact that the doll maker doesn't intend to make any like those again. They've racked up quite the premium. One was even sold for approximately 5 million mira at an auction in the imperial capital. $1, is that much? Well, given how passionate the fans are and how the dolls are truly priced as works of art, it's not too shocking. You're dead set on winning this bid, aren't you, Belle? Oh, you know I am. Besides, regardless of how it ended up here, it's not the doll's fault. Of course, if it turns out it was stolen, I'll make sure to take the proper measures. That includes formally negotiating with the former owner to officially make it mine. How thorough. Oh, you're dedicated, that's for sure. Oh? Pardon me, Miss Croyce. Just so you're aware, the auction will be beginning shortly. Ah, thank you for letting me know. I'll head there in just a minute, so please prepare 3 seats, preferably in the back for us, will you? It would be my pleasure. Belle, I know what you're thinking, and there's no need to worry. I'll wait until after the auction to introduce myself to the speaker. He won't see you. If that's the case, should we accompany her, Lloyd? Yeah, we might as well go together since we have the chance. Thanks for setting us up with seats, Maribel. Oh, it was nothing. Well, let our threesome, our impromptu threesome, head off to enjoy everything. I'm assuming there's no one here now because they've all gone sit down. Time to take in the auction ourselves then, eh? Or not. This is it. I'm going to have to file a divorce, aren't I? When that's all I can think about, Wazi said this to me. The fact that you can't forgive him means that you really love him. I lost sight of what is truly important to me. Oh, I need to thank Wazi for helping me understand that. With my husband reflecting on his actions, I've decided to forgive him just this once. Okay. I'll be forever grateful for Wazi's help tonight. He honestly saved my entire marriage. Darling, let's go in. On in. The auction should be starting any minute now. That was the first time I've seen Evelyn that furious, and to tell the truth, I was petrified. Due to her extremely docile nature, I thought I could get away with anything. And I ended up becoming a womanizer. Yeah, it's your fault, not his. I can't believe she had such an intense personality hidden away all this time. At any rate, I'm just glad we were able to fix things between us by some miracle. Turning over a new leaf. My life as a womanizer is over. Good, James, I guess. But I love how you still, blamed it on him. Or on her. Yeah, she just had a very docile personality, so I could do whatever I like. So I thought, why not try to have sex with other women? Out of matrimony. Sure. I beg your pardon, but if you stay there, you'll be in the way as we transport our exhibits. Please make your way back to the main hall. You do not trust him to not be a womanizer? Yeah. Well, to be honest, most, things of cheating, etc., they are born from opportunity, not necessarily so much of a premeditated, I was what I'd have thought. So I guess he saw the opportunity in the way his wife behaved, but that's still... I'm not giving it an excuse. It's scummy as hell. There's still some time left before the auction, so I'm having myself a tour of the mansion. These decorations are mind-blowing. You can really feel how much authority Speaker Hartmann holds. But with that all said, Nikita is obviously just as bad, right? It's right, well, there's someone I can fool around with for money. Excelente. Phew, thank goodness that couple finally stopped arguing. They were this close to drawing blood. I have no idea what I would have done if it came to that. With that done, now I can start cleaning this area. I'm a little pressed for time, so I have no time to dilly-dally. I mean, I'm guessing you'd have cleaned it up. This here is the banquet hall where VIPs are normally hosted. It is not planned on being used today, so please refrain from staying here. Since I've been talking to this woman for a while now, I decided that heck, I should just invite her to the auction. Well, I also had an ulterior motive. It wouldn't reflect well on me if I came without a partner. Thank Adios for placing a convenient woman like her in my life. Well, there you go. Oh, do I spy a man with no +1? I may just have to introduce myself. James certainly wasn't strapped for Mira, but I wonder how this man's wallet compares to his. Good luck. Oh, it seems like my dear husband is finding it hard to contain his enthusiasm. Once proceeded, I'll need him to cool his head before the auction starts. The curtains are about to open. I'll show all those naysayers that Rosenberg's studio doll is as good as mine. What's this? It looks to me like my rival for the evening has finally made his appearance. You aren't the only one with eyes for that doll, and I assure you, I will not lose it. Oh, you have guts, young lady. Please try to go easy on me. I'll have you know, though, that I don't intend to let something so nearly within my grasp slip away. Try to go easy on me. Yeah, it's just like, as long as you do the same for me. Like, but she probably might have more money. Go easy on me, please. I want it badly. Since the auction is about to begin, the cocktail party is now closed. After tonight's auction, an after party will be held in the estate's courtyard. We'd love it if you could attend. Look at all the food waste! Is something wrong? Mr. Hartmann and all the guests have already gone to the auction venue. Yeah, I'll be heading there in a second. I just wondered if there's anything else to talk to. My God. That's obscene amount of food waste. Can you, like, move it to the back of the auction so during the auction people who are peckish? But to be honest, they really shouldn't be with that spread that's already been available to them. But maybe just yoink to the back when they're not interested in a lot. Have some food. This is the personal... saying the same thing. Please hurry on to the main hall. The auction will be beginning shortly. Same thing, another time. Right then. Auction. You must be Miss Maribel and her acquaintances, correct? I've heard about you from the guide. He'll be waiting for you inside the hall. We prepared a row of seats in the back. Why, thank you. Come on now, let's not waste any time and go inside. The Schwarze auction will begin soon. Please head inside the main hall and take your seats as soon as possible. Here we go then. I hope the dialogue is like $1. You know what I mean? So many wealthy people in one place. Yes, I get the feeling there will be a tremendous amount of mirror being exchanged tonight. Mrs. Cloyce, we have been waiting your arrival. Are these seats to your liking? Yes, they will do. Thank you. Shall we sit? Sure. It's about to begin. I'm starting to get nervous. Oh, so this is where you were hiding. Wazee, I happened to see that married couple together earlier. From the look of it, they managed to make up, I guess. It seems so. With that beautiful reunion, I was relieved of duty. Well, I'm glad for them at least. I'm glad there was a happy ending. A friend of yours? He certainly seems like quite the character. Yeah, Maribel, this guy is... Wazee Hemisphere. You're Miss Maribel Croyce, aren't you? The daughter of the head of the IBC. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh my, I'll have to stay on my toes around you, won't I? It's nice to meet you, Wazee. Shall I have someone prepare a seat for you? No, that won't be necessary. Truth be told, I was hoping that I could speak to those two for a second. Huh? While I looked down at the courtyard from one of the windows, I saw a number of guard dogs that seemed to be sleeping. Any idea why that might be? Are you serious? Guard dogs? You must be talking about Ravash's warhounds. But why would they be sleeping now of all times? I'm sorry, Maribel. I think we're going to have to excuse ourselves for a little while. Something interesting must be going on, huh? Well, don't let me hold you up. I'll stay here and keep an eye on what they're auctioning. That would be great. Thanks, Belle. We didn't even get to begin the auction. The guard dogs they put in the courtyard are all fast asleep. Now, what could that mean? Considering the situation... It's a trap laid by the mafia. They drugged their own dogs. That's an intruder. Most likely. I think it's likely there's an intruder in our midst. I think so too. We're intruders! In any case, something is definitely happening behind the scenes. That's the only thing we can say for sure. Let's make one more lap around the mansion just to be sure. We might notice something different. Let's go. I'll be coming with you. It seems too fun to sit out. One more. We haven't even started yet. We should have reserved our seats when the usher approached us about it earlier. Oh, why is that, dear? Well, if by some cruel twist of fate we end up seated near Nikita, it'll be way too awkward for me to deal with. No reason. Don't mind me. How about we go and find our seats? As a gesture of good faith, my husband is going to bid on quite a few pieces of priceless jewelry for me. How exciting. That's good faith, is it? Auction staff have prepared plenty of seating for our guests. Please sit in whichever open seat you would like. Or if you would prefer to stand, we have space available on the second floor. Dear guests, is something the matter? Please don't roam around too much. Fortunately, it seems like they're not aware of anything just yet. That's quite convenient for us. If you intend to investigate, you should do it before things get out of hand. Good point. Let's take this opportunity to walk around the mansion while we still can. Well, I could probably talk to more people here, right? So let's do that. So that's a lot of people, to be perfectly honest with you. A little while ago, our boss told us he felt like someone uninvited is planning to cause some trouble. There hasn't been any reports of anybody trying to sneak into the auction among the guests as of yet. With our security, you can rest easy and enjoy this year's Schwarze auction. Oh, something the matter? The auction will be starting soon. I recommend you go ahead and find your seats. Just what do they think they're doing? It's already past the start time. We're still waiting on some of the items. This isn't going to reflect well on the Don. We'll end up getting the short end of the stick by proxy. Oh, excuse me. Everything is proceeding as scheduled. There's no need to worry. If you're looking for the best of the best, look no further than the Schwarze auction. It never fails to entertain. Still, I find it hard to stomach the fact that all our mirrors going straight to Marconi. Literally everyone is available to be spoken to here. Having this lady accompany me into the auction will boost my sway with people. In exchange for that, a jewel is nothing. You're going to be a man and win me a big shiny jewel, right? Of course, doing something like that is child's play. I'll stay here and observe what items they put up for bid. I don't know if anything is going to happen, but try to be careful. So, basically that couple could end up bidding against these guys now. For the jewelry. On second glance, isn't that blonde woman the IBC CEO's daughter? If I remember correctly, she has a burning passion for the dolls made by the Rosenberg studio. Oh dear, she could very well utterly destroy me, should it come to a bidding war between us. If that lady truly is the daughter of the IBC's CEO, I'm in for a wild ride. No, now's not the time to lose heart. I come from nobility. There's no way she'll beat me when it comes to mirror. She owns the bank. Hey, now's not the time to lose your cool. If you can relax, you'll start losing bids you would normally win. Judging by Don Marconi's attitude in the salon, I expect more than just a standard fare in this year's auction. I have to be conservative with my mirror until the items I really want come out for bid. Showing how deep your wallet goes early on is key to succeeding in the Schwarze auction. You have to bid with confidence, or else other bidders will find the motivation they need to keep going. Here's the strategy. You will look excited. Did something happen? Why would you say that? Just now, when the auction was about to start, you got up from your seats in quite the rush, I might add. Isn't it only natural to assume that something has happened? Your outfit isn't the only thing that's sharp, is it? That's quite the compliment. I can't say much, but something strange is going on in this mansion. I'm just not sure what yet. I won't let your guard down, Kilika. Very well. I can't exactly leave the main hall, but I'll stay alert. It's clear that you all have a different objective than attending the auction. I'm sure it's serious. Can't exactly leave the main hall, but I'll stay alert. All the VIPs have arrived, so all that's left is to look forward to tonight's auction. Don't look so tense. It's not good to overthink things. They say this event is run by the Mafia, so what kind of auction is this really? I guess I'll have to see for myself. No matter who I talk to, I can't find anyone that runs an honest business. It's a little bit intimidating, to be honest. Ah, it's finally time. Dear daughter of mine, do you know who's going to win the majority of the items up for bid tonight? Well, the one with the most mirror, of course. In other words, you, father. Ah, exactly. I'm sure glad you understand. It's finally time. You're the only one who can win. Oh, father's confidence is truly something to behold. I look forward to seeing him in action once the bidding has begun. As self-assured as he is rich, truly father is a paragon among men. Ah, now what am I going to take home this year? Today I accomplished what I came here to do, get in contact with Speaker Hartmann. All I have to do now is make some large bids to make myself look good. If a Rosenberg studio doll is really going to be up for bid, I imagine it'll be one of the final items. Still, the real question is, what price is it going for? I can't wait to see how that plays out. Hopefully we can bid on some Magicite or Talking Chocobo indeed. I think I'll just nod off until then. Until the big item's in for sale. Last year I fought tooth and nail in order to win a painting by the famous artist Luddy Reynard. That mortified look my competitor gave me when I made that decisive bid. Nothing will ever be that. I hope that this year's auction can deliver a thrill as great as that one. I won a pure Septian ring last year. Oh my god! My name's Nico, by the way. Well, I pray that I win something of even greater value this time around, do you? Looks like the auction is finally about to begin. I'll leave the bidding to my husband. After all, I'm not sure if I'm used to this kind of environment just yet. No need to be nervous, dear. Try to think of this as if it were any other shopping trip. You could even think of this as buying things for a slightly more expensive hobby. Let's see, auction list, check. Gavel, check. Oh, you're looking for the second floor seats? Please, right this way. I assure you, you will still be able to bid on any and all items perfectly well from the second floor seating. Please, right this way. Oh dear, Elizabeth seems to have become quite fond of one of the guests. Mr. Arundel, I believe he was called. I was quite shocked given her usual unsociable attitude. I suppose stranger things have happened. Now that I think about it, Mr. Arundel was calling Elizabeth Noir for whatever reason. Now, what would I do if she began to not respond to Elizabeth? That would be a disaster. There, we can finally mark the stage check off of our list. We found a book in the back. Its owner probably dropped it last year. It doesn't look like that particular guest is with this year, though. If you like, I'd be more than happy to let you have it. Back Alley Dr. Glenn Chapter 10 has been located. The stage is ready. All that's left is to bring in all of the lots. It was in the auction. It's just given to us. Yeah. Lecter, what are you doing here? Oh, Noir's just got a little attached to me and won't leave me alone. Handsome men like myself have it rough, you know. Yon? All the movers and shakers here. This guy's definitely the most entertaining. Hey, you guys know the auction's about to begin, right? You're not going to join in on the fun? No, unfortunately. We have some sudden business to attend to, so we'll be stepping away for a short while. Oh, you're leaving? Less competition the better, I always say. Now, I'm not sure what business you need to attend to, but I hope it goes well. Thanks. As you call on to our act. On top of being the old man's rep, I also have to win something in the auction to bring back. There's only one thing to do. I'll hang out here until some crazy expensive cat food goes up for bid. For Noir's sake. Something tells me he's going to be hanging out for a long time if that's the case. Can't hate a cat person, right? And now we do indeed have 2 chapters again. So to read one now and interrupt things that are already interrupted by patrols as they are. So left or right first? I don't want to go the right way after all. There's only a few workers around the place. Super busy tonight. Good talk. I have to finish preparations for the after party before the auction ends. While this room won't clean itself,